5 important things federal government should put in place to fairly bring Ipob leader to justice. Habuhima says Nigerians were caught by surprise when the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami's son announced the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Tuesday, June 29, 2021. In a press conference in Abuja, the AGF expressed and explained that the Ipob leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was arrested and brought back to Nigeria on Sunday, June 27, 2021, through the collaboration of the Nigerian and security services. Without an iota of doubt, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has violated several Nigerian laws and should be made to face justice because nobody should be above the law. However, his arrest is coming at a time when ethnic tensions are probably at their highest in the history of the nation. Thus, the federal government has to be careful in its handling of Nnamdi Kanu's cases such that it does not end up creating further problems in the attempts to bring him to justice. Follow me as I briefly highlight 5 important things the Nigerian government has to do as the trial of Nnamdi Kanu continues in the later parts of July. 1. Nnamdi Kanu must be safe in DSS custody. The Federal High Court has ordered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be remanded in the custody of Department for State Services, DSS, pending the continuation of his trial. The Nigerian government must ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is safe in the custody of the security agencies. His health needs should be attended to and should not be tortured to get information out of him. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be outrage from his thousands of supporters in the southeast, and this could lead to an upsurge in the Ipob denominated region where peace is gradually returning to. 2. Nnamdi Kanu's trial must be transparent. Nnamdi Kanu enjoys the support of many Igbo youths and elders, though they may not come out to show him support openly. This is why it is important that the federal government ensures his trial in transparency so that if he is eventually evicted, no one will cry foul. In other words, there must be transparent, diligent, and proper presentation and documentation of his atrocities with tangible, verifiable evidence during the trial. 3. Federal government must try all it can to gain public support. Despite this several infractions he has committed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very popular both in Nigeria and in abroad. To gain public support in this complicated development, the federal government, through its communications department, should make sure that Nnamdi Kanu's atrocities are made available to the public in earliest to understand manners. 4. Gain the confidence of Southeast political leader and the Southerners also. At the moment, some key influential stakeholders, especially in the Southeast, do not see Nnamdi Kanu's arrest as an attempt to bring him into justice. Their stance is that the federal government is simply persecuting. They are persecuting him. That is the stance. To prove them wrong, the government has to make sure that the suspended criminals in other parts of the country are also brought to justice. The government must strongly deal with the bandits and Boko Haram terrorists in the north and the armed herdsmen in the south as well. It must also ensure that Boko Haram suspects it has to be arrested over time, and now transparency tried in courts. 5, which is the last, obey all court order concerning Nnamdi Kanu. The federal government should also obey all court orders concerning Kanu, whether it is in its favor or not. For instance, if the court decides to grant Nnamdi Kanu bail even after jumping the first one, the government has to comply. Also, in the unlikely event that Nnamdi Kanu is acquitted, the federal government should accept the verdict while it files and appeals at the high courts. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow, this is a nice one. Of a truth, the only points I got from there is the points number 3, which says federal government must try all it can to gain public support. Because Nnamdi Kanu is a public figure. Nobody supports the federal government, what the federal government have just done by arresting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People are supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. They are against federal government. Even the Ipob members have given government 48 hours to release Nnamdi Kanu. They gave federal government 72 hours to release Nnamdi Kanu. But if Nnamdi Kanu is yet to be released after that 42 hours, that they will smell their anus. You can imagine. So, this third point that says the federal government must try all it can to gain public support, I support that. If the federal government don't have any support concerning Nnamdi Kanu's arrest, then they will definitely lose the case. Nnamdi Kanu will be released because Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of support. That is what this point is trying to say. He said, despite the several infrastructure he has committed or whatever he has committed, Nnamdi Kanu is very popular in Nigeria, both in Nigeria and in abroad. It's very popular. So to gain public support in this complicated development, then the federal government, through its communications departments, should make sure that Nnamdi Kanu's atrocities are made available to the public in the easiest to understand manners. That can never work out. It can never be possible. As Nnamdi Kanu has a lot of people supporting him, he would definitely come out from prison. He will definitely come out. So that is their own cup of tea. If they like, they should bring so many or different cases or fresh cases about Nnamdi Kanu's or the atrocities he has committed, even their reform, or that's their own cup of tea. All I know, I don't know about you, is as long as Nnamdi Kanu has that support, Nnamdi Kanu will definitely succeed and he will be released. Yes, he will be released, and that is it. He will be released. You can imagine. The Southeast do not see Nnamdi Kanu's arrest as an attempt to bring him to justice. This stance is that the federal government is simply persecuting him, but they will never succeed. You can imagine. So to prove federal government wrong, the federal government has to make sure that the suspected criminals in other parts of the country are also brought to justice. Nnamdi Kanu will not be the only one that will be arrested because he has done nothing wrong. How can you arrest an innocent person when you have not even seen exactly what he has done wrong? But the ones that are not innocent, the Boko Harams, the herdsmen that are out there, they are moving freely. So the government must strongly deal with these bandits and Boko Haram terrorists in the north and the armed herdsmen also in the south. So it must also ensure that Boko Haram suspects should be arrested over time. They should be arrested. So the court should be transparent. They should try to be transparent and arrest these people as well. The same way they have arrested Nnamdi Kanu. But to me, I think Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing wrong. But these people that are so guilty of what they've done should be the one that should be arrested and not Nnamdi Kanu. So viewers, your take concerning this news will be very much appreciated. Thank you.